Hi guys, first of all, Happy New Year. Wishing you all the best in this new year to come. And I've spent last night playing this game called Prison Architect. Some of you may have heard it. It's still in alpha stage, and quite a lot of people are already have started playing this game. I've spent about 40 hours building this rather gigantic prison. It started with this part, and I purchased the land over here to extend my prison up to here. So it started with about about 100 cells here, and after that I extended to 200 cells. All went well, until something bad happened, like a riot. So it was the first time I saw a riot, so I really panicked. I didn't know what to do, and I think I wasted a couple of precious minutes on that. And it started over here, the canteen, that you can still see a mess here with some rumbles and so on. There was a big fire started over here. The spice spread across to the power station as well as the water pump station, rendered the entire power station went down, and hence the entire prison on this side, at least all the power has gone down, and the water as well. So it was a big mess, and I think there are some worker trying to save the power station, but they die in action. So as you can see, the game is paused right now, so everything just frozen in time. There are quite a fair bit of people who are unconscious, some are injured. Guards, I think about half of it is dead anyway. The guards some of them are unconscious, and the fire has now spread it onto the canteen over here. So I'm going to unpause this. I tried several times to save this prison, but I guess I'm a little bit too late. And also, when there's so many people rioting in multiple locations, it is really hard to contain. All the red location has to be subdued, and I'll show you, what the ending of the game could be, because that is how the game could end one way. So I'm going to unpause the game. So yeah, I mean, the fireman is trying to save this part of the prison, but I could ask the fireman to save this part of the prison as well. So they try to, like, these are all firemen, right? So they are there to try to do something, and death today is already a lot. There's a riot happening. So what I can do is that I can call in emergencies, which I'm going to do right now. I can call in the riot police, and they will come in. The riot police will come in, and what I should do is actually group up all my guards and so on, and go to cell by cell to subdue the whole situation. So, like, for instance, this one will then go up there. This part of the riot police here with the armed police, armed force will then come here. Say, for instance, subdue the situation. What is happening is that I've also have free fire turn on. So what it means is that authorize your armed guard to use lethal forces, so they will shoot aside. So anyway, I'm going to lose this game. There's no way I can save this. So how it works is that you have to group them up so that they can survive against the riot, because usually you just can't. If you send one by one, they will just or die. And so there are quite a fair bit of things happening. And let me see, the guards how many guards are there? So I have quite a few guards here, so I could suppose go in here to subdue the situation over there. Yep. So what they do is that they need to go to an area, like now this area is all clear. So how it works is that then after that I then go into the next room and so on. There's one guy already escaping because they take advantage of the situation. They loot the keys from the police and so on. So what I'll do, I'll put it a little bit faster, so you don't need to wait and see what happens. So yeah, so when you go in there, and the situation is that all clear here. So so there are 47, right? And then the CEO will call me soon. So that is being subsided. So I can try my best to do something here. So you hear some gunshot, meaning that my armed force have started firing. I mean, there's quite a lot of dead bodies here, including guards. Look, see, the CEO called me now. So there's an incoming call. Should I answer? What if I don't answer? I don't know whether you have read read the book Sophie Kinsella, Shopaholic. So you know how she deal with issues that they don't answer a call. So I don't know. I mean, there's a countdown happen after I answer the call. So you know, after I answer a call, they will give me an ultimatum saying that I have to subdue the situation within like 6 hours or so. If I don't get it done, I will get fired. I mean, the government police will come in. So what if I don't answer the call? Just like Sophie Kinsella. I mean, these are the time when I like maybe I could. So yeah. So what is happening is that once you answer a call, they will give you an ultimatum, and then the soldiers will be deployed once you lose control of the prison. And what is happening is that once you, I mean, basically it's game over, but you can still see the soldier coming in, and they shot everybody at sight. Like, you know, they see a prisoner, they just shot at sight. It's pretty gruesome, and I thought I could show you a little bit of that. I don't know what happened. I don't answer a call now. I mean, you know, and let's see what happened if I don't answer a call. So now I'm clearing the area one by one, try to salvage the situation. So where are all my guards? So my guards are all here. Hey, I may be able to do it if I don't answer a call. So now the situation is that you know, I'm still trying to make sense of what is happening here. It's pretty chaotic because, you know, and I suppose I can change the regime, say that, you know, I mean, there's no point to work anymore. You know, probably they just spend more time eating, I guess. I don't know. What if I do that actually? What if I change some free time, like, you know, like give them more free time or lock up? I don't know. It's too much to handle right now. So, okay, actually it's not bad. Surprise, surprise. I mean, sometimes idea comes in a very unpredictable manner. I mean, now the situation seems to get a little bit better. Danger level is coming down. It's decreasing. I mean, you know, there's already a lot of. I mean, I have 0 guards. Like, you know, I only have 7 in total, and a lot of them are already not functioning. So I do not know what is going to happen, even if I continue this game. But it's interesting because it seems that whatever I'm doing, it is working in a sense. I mean, these are paramedic, so I guess the paramedic can come over here to help out a little bit. I mean, I do have 2 doctors here, by the way. I mean, you know. So these are the Riot police. So okay. I'm just pretty amazed because I tried many ways to save the situation. I couldn't. So I think what Sophie Kinsella teaches us is that, you know, when all fails, just don't answer a call. I mean, you know. And wow, amazing. I'm still very much amazed by what's happening here. I mean, so now 24 prisoner, 23 prisoner underway, but I don't think that it's actually quite interesting to save this prison. I mean, you know, to instead of like just load. Yeah, it's failure anyway. It fails. So if I don't answer the call, there's a timer that happens. So it says that our control or the government will step in, so it's failure. So you have failed to control this riot, so on. So basically this become lost. So now the National Guards will come in. It's a pity because I'm so close, like only 16 prisoners rioting. I guess the if I do it again to do it a little bit faster, I think I may be able to save the prison. But anyway, I thought I would show you the guards come, the soldier. When the soldier comes in, it's pretty fascinating. So what happened is that all these are soldier, by the way, all these are soldier, and they will just seek and destroy. They'll find any prisoner there, and they would I think, yeah. So I can just click on this guy and say, oh, I can't stack them, of course. No, I lose control of the game completely. So I think the soldier is just seeking out the rioter and try to just. I've seen them in action because I've seen the prison in a lot worse case when the soldier arrived, and they just yeah, they just shoot the thing. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess that's the end of the game. There's nothing much I can do. I mean, that, you know, what happened to the police, the soldiers, that they see any people riot, they just shoot, and now the situation is contained. And so yeah, I mean, this is game over. So now, so after the game is gone, of course, it is easy to blame the developer because it's still alpha stage. There must be some bug going on. Why the food was not cooking well? Because I realized that the people were not fed. And I guess if you imagine in the prison, the topmost priority would be, by the way, the herds are in. The topmost priority would be in food and hygiene and so on. So there must be something not right. So the prison is totally running on its own. The AI is running it, and the soldier is deployed, and there's nothing else I can do. So I look back. I mean, as a gamer, you have to be a good loser, meaning that always blame yourself, not the equipment, right? So what I've done is that okay, fine, I failed in this game, so I load back in one of the earlier version, and I addressed the area that had problem. So now this is the one that I've continued from the save game I have, and I make improvement to the game so that the riot would not have happened. So what I've done is that first of all, I'm paying attention to the eating, so I can fast forward to the eating time. So food is important. So now it's shower time. After shower would be work, and then after that is eat. So this is a new wing, by the way. I acquired a name here, and here is very much organic growth. I built something else, and the whole thing looked very organic, meaning that they just grow on its own. Here is well planned because I planned out everything before I laid it out, and I spent a lot of money in trying to get this site going, because building anything in one go is going to cost a lot of money. So now it's working time, and I look at the logistic, whereby the food. You can look at the food distribution. So you can see that like here, when this kitchen serves this canteen, the supply is pretty good, and some of this supply and demand is quite matching. This one supply a little bit weak. This one supply also a little bit weak, but this one is really, I think, my problem area, which is this one. I can't seem to feed all these cells on this kitchen. So initially I have some cook, and the cook will just wander off to the other side of the okay, now it's eating time, so it's interesting. Let me just slow down the game a little bit. So now it's whereby you can see all the feed all prisoner 8%, 9%. So ideally, within the 2 hours eating window, you should feed all of them to 100%. I'm going to put it medium right now. But it's not going to be the case for my prison. Now I realized that at first my cook somehow just keep going off to the other side and deserting this kitchen. And I reckon, I'm still learning this game, I reckon every cooker that I've built, a cook will be assigned to it, and there's a sequence to the cookers being deployed. So some of these cookers are not filled up here, the new cook will tend to go over to the other side. So now I've down to the last, going to be last half an hour, and my prisoner is 61% fed. And you realize that if you look into the logistic again and look at the food distribution, I don't know how this one. So this one has an oversupply, so meaning that I can actually redirect some cells into it if I want to. And this is how you manage it. I mean, something is really wrong with this part of it. I'm feeding about 71% of the prisoner, and it's just I think it's just not enough cook here. Maybe I put another cooker here to serve. So it's about 70%, and I think ideally everybody should be fed 100%. And but I mean, so now you can see the the danger level is going out. When this become more exclamation mark, the riot will appear. So now it's quite important. Like why are there so many prisoners that have a serious complaint? They could be having bowel, like they need to take a dump somewhere, and usually after they take a dump, then they will not complain. But now it is okay. Now it's dropping. So then the next thing is that you have to understand why they are not having. So some of them have hygiene issue and so on. So you can take a look at each of them and see their need as well, recreation and so on. So it is still not so good. I mean, it's 4 exclamation mark. Anything that hit about here, then the riot will begin. And when the riot begins, basically it's game over. So there's still a lot of work to be done on this prison. I've just looked at the game progress. I've only have 3 more grants to complete. Education reform program is already I think almost done. This one is I have to build 500 cells, and there's 500 cells. I think is the last one. I have one more hidden one. I do not know what it is. But I mean, I think now I'm a little bit concerned because the danger level is actually rising. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still. Oh, by the way, I've also deployed more armed force. So I've to armed guard patrolling this area that usually where the problem area is, and also this entire area whereby the riot usually comes in from this area. So. And that's where I start as well. And the canteen area is usually where the riots start. And I've also made some little improvement, like extend. I sacrificed 2 cells here, and I extend the yard a little bit so that they have more space somewhere. And by the way, yeah, so there's some problem here. I mean, some people are being beat up, and there's one dead guy here as well. So I do not know what happened. So yeah, I mean, these are the things that I need to continue to. I can deploy a guard here. I think I should. I don't know why the guard has gone away. So that is where a guard here would help. And now my guard is actually come to action to take the unconscious one to see a doctor, the dead one into the morgue. I have a morgue here, right? And I don't know, it's really exciting, this game. I mean, if you see on Steam in discount, I mean, this is only alpha. It worked really well. I mean, so far I haven't really seen one game breaking bug. I mean, it crashes once, but and also managed to build a row gate here, which I think is very nice to connect the 2 sides of it and make use of this. I don't need too many gates now. I only have 2 major gates to direct the traffic, and the rest of it don't need to have guards that open the door for them to do things. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this game. I mean, I thought it's really exciting to show you the riot part of it, which I think a lot of people trying to simulate it, which is kind of sick. But it wasn't my intent. So yeah, do check it out if it is on discount or whatnot. Just grab a copy. It's still alpha and it's working that well. I cannot imagine what happened when it hit the actual build. Okay, enjoy the celebration, and hope you have fun. See you next time. Goodbye.